G'day mate and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Judy, and the wonderful Mr. Bumblebee who is staring off into space. In today's episode we're doing something a little bit different. Because I need a little bit more power. We have a decent amount of power, but I need a whole lot more power. I also need to, bide my time just a little bit whilst we get some research done. So let's first talk about the research. I know, I'm working on it, Bumblebee, it's fine. Okay, our research, we're about to unlock the planetary logistics system. That's going to be very nice. That's going to be a nice boost, a nice increase into the ability that we can actually start putting down all these lovely stations. The problem is they cost titanium. They also cost magnetic particle containers. Now, magnetic particle containers, if I bring up the freaking handcrafting queue and we have a look-see, these cost, green engines, also copper and graphite. Now, the good news is graphite, we can make graphite if we have to make graphite. Graphite is, the coal that's been smelted once. Also, acid means I need to make acid. To make acid, I just need to take some refined oil, add some stone to it, add some water. That gives us acid. So we can definitely make that. The other thing we can do is, if I leave this screen, we can wait for it to drop. It drops at level 9. We have level 10 bases. So we definitely have some graphite. We have a decent amount of graphite stored somewhere. Is it enough to make the peak particle containers? I don't know. The other thing is peak particle containers will automatically start dropping at level 15 bases. So if our bases were upgraded and they became level 15s, then they'd start dropping some stuff, which means potentially I could go aggravate a few of the replicators and get them to level up. The other thing I need to do is I need to do a whole lot more research. If we go back into our tech tree, out of combat mode, into tech tree mode, if we go back in here, I still need to do the reinforced thruster, which is 1600 red science. We're going to cancel that for just one moment because that's an awful lot of red science. But I also have an awful lot of red and blue science still to go, like energy storage. We could grab that. Then solar cells into orbit. We're not going to be launching solar cells anytime soon, but we can at least get the research done, along with the ray receivers to actually receive the power from the solar cells we're launching into orbit. Plus, we could get reinforced refinement, which uncracks oil. Yeah, we have X-ray cracking that cracks oil and gives you more hydrogen for less refined oil. And then we have the opposite process, which gets rid of the hydrogen and gives you refined oil. Also costs you coal. It's actually a fuel value negative recipe, but late in the game you need a whole lot of refined oil and hydrogen is abundant. So I can get that one as well. I could also get the high explosive ammo set, plus we get titanium ammo, useless to me because I don't have any titanium, and that's about it for this particular tree. In the upgrades tab, we can't get universal exploration because that needs purple science. We can't get the mecha core because that requires yellow. I have some yellow, but not a lot of yellow. I can't get the mecha movement speed, yellow. Can't get the inventory unlock, yellow. Can't get this one because I don't have the mecha core. Can't get this one because I don't have yellow. Can't get this one because I don't have the mecha core. Can't get that, or that because the mecha core. What I can get is I can get another layer of vertical construction. I can't get sorting capacity because that's yellow. I can't get distribution range because that's yellow. Can't get vein utilization because that's yellow. But I can get energy weapon damage. Plus I get combat drone, combat attack speed, combat drone durability, and squad expansion. And I can't get that because that's yellow. That's also yellow. But then I can come back and I can finally do the oh no, you're yellow and you're yellow. Yep, then I can come back and do a reinforced thruster. So that's going to be our plan. We're going to be doing a whole lot of research, which means whilst I'm doing a whole lot of research, I'm going to extend that power grid. Currently we have about 20 megawatts. About 20 megawatts worth of energy capacity that I could use. By the same token, if we bring up this menu, so we can get a nice monochrome look at the planet, we can see I have an attacking wave coming over the front. I have our 4 friends over here, but even when they attack sideways, they only come to about here. So potentially, the whole bottom end of the map, this whole section at the rear that I'm not using, I can cover in wind turbines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the important question, and that is, can the wonderful Bumblebee borrow like? Just like to borrow like earlier in the video, whilst he puts down 10,000 wind turbines. Yeah, I know, don't look up at the sky like that for me. It's going to take us a while, but we'll get them done. We're also going to cancel that, and we're going to make sure to make wind turbines, I need to have iron plus gears plus magnetic coils. So we're going to set iron to 400. We're going to set the magnetic coils to 200. We're going to make sure gears are set to, actually 200 is probably heaps. Yeah, and then I can click this button an awful lot. So that's going to be today's plan. So with that out of the way, I need to, like I said, ask whether we can borrow that like whilst I run through a little bit of time. Yeah, a little bit of time, let the waves keep hitting, and also, well, potentially get some lasers up and running. That'd be another idea as well. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in a sec after I build 30,000 of these. Oh, I also need to add a single sorter to this row of labs. Yep. As for yellow science, well, if each lab has 10 science in it, which it does, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 120, that'd be 200, what? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. I have at least 200 yellow science with a little bit spare. I needed 80 for this and 120 for that. So I have at least 200 science to spare. I could do with a bit more of blue science to go faster. Yep. So we're going to upgrade a few sciences, leave the game running, and go put down 10,000 wind turbines whilst the drones deliver me things. You're inserting fast enough? Yeah, you seem to be inserting fast enough. You're exporting fast enough? 4, 3, 4. No, not quite. Here, we'll upgrade that and we'll upgrade that. Okay. I'll craft some of those. No, like I said, I'll see you guys in a little bit after I put down a whole lot of wind turbines. So we're down to just a couple of 100 packs left on our research, and I've put in a wind turbine or two. And some people might say that this looks ridiculous, and well, the planet's very spiky, and I would 100% agree with you. But I'd also agree that I have 400 megawatts worth of power now, which means we can make some changes because, well, we have built considerably closer to where our friends are living. You know, our back wall is now a lot closer to them than our front wall. The biggest problem we actually have is if we look at the production and we look at, well, number two. Yep. I'm using 116 ammo per minute, which on a pure copper basis is, well, 400 copper at least going into ammo production. Yeah. It turns out I'm using about 800 copper per minute. I have 1 million copper left. If I keep going like this, I'm going to run out of copper eventually. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to jump in the tech tree. We're going to unlock this one for the 80, this one for the 120. We're also going to fly all the way back to our base. And I've put in a tiny little temporary production here. Just the tiniest amount of temporary production. Just something I threw together using, well, replicator bits. Nothing more, nothing less. Just making it laser or two. We still have our, well, yellow science running off replicator, and we have a decent amount of yellow science built up. But here I have, well, a single assembler with 4 boxes and 4 hats, bringing in steel, what are you guys called? Photon combiners, lightning in a bottle, and also green circuits. And these are just supplied from those towers. Yeah, also a number of these got a second layer. In fact, yeah, everything that we can currently loot got a second layer because, well, it's very easy to... Here you go, hydrogen. Perfect example. Just shift left click on the box and then click again, and that'll throw a box in there, and it's automatically going to have the correct filter. Turns out these are a little bit harder to delete because there's a thing on top, and frankly, I don't really need a hat on hydrogen. So, yes, but I put in some extra buffer boxes just in case. But this has been ticking away in the background whilst I've crafted, I don't know how many wind turbines, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, not too many. And now I have 50 lasers. And I'm hoping that if we go to our front wall and we basically move everything forward, that's going to be the plan. Move everything forward by a couple of tiles. Can I cut off that oil belt so it's out of my way? And put in a row of lasers, 2 rows of lasers, 3 rows of lasers. We can hopefully mitigate some of our losses. Actually, I should also... Where are you? Can I get 2, please? And then we can replace them for the 18th time. You are set to low air. Okay. Alright. I want to cut that there. And... probably cut it here for the moment. Remove that. Okay, cool. I'm staying in the middle of a combat zone, literally. Also, I've still got 43 rockets. I don't really want rockets, actually. Can we go to here? Yeah. I want to trade out my rockets. I'm not a fan of the rockets. The rockets are... They work. They're cheap. Oh. Well, maybe I can't trade out my rockets. Okay. We're going to keep our rockets and we're just going to pick up some artillery shells. You know, this is where a large amount of my resources are going currently, my copper at least, into, well, more ammunition for more weapons that we're going to need in the not too distant future. But for right now, I'm thinking if we can just fix the front line, so the front line uses a whole lot of lasers, well, we could save a whole lot of, well, everything. Mainly copper. So we're going to go with lasers, and I'm just going to put them side by side, and then I'm thinking, drag you forward one tile, and then put in foundations. Yes, foundations. Again, foundations from the fog, because the fog do provide. Okay, it helps if I actually get the power poles in. There. Redundant power poles never hurt. And actually, we might... Yeah, I've swapped across the artillery shells. Okay, we might change you to do... Oh. Closed. What does closed mean? I don't know. Okay, we're going to change you to low air as the high priority. Mainly because they move around fairly quickly, and the lasers actually have a decent tracking speed. Can I... Does it tell us in here? Does it tell us in here? Pitch limit 90 to 70. Okay, it doesn't tell you the distance, the differences. Okay, that's all right. All right, can we bring that out to here for the moment, and then we'll take you this way. And actually, we already know that that's going to be level all the way across the front to about here, and that also means that everything here needs to be solid, so I can put my babs back. Also, I'm going to have to get rid of you. Yep, just for the moment. And we're going to start here. Can I get more of them? And throw this in here. And I'm out of babs, so it's alright, we'll just remove these ones that are already empty. And build them through to there. Again, grab our lasers, take our lasers forward, grab our other lasers, then we're out. That's okay. There. More power poles. And they should have hopefully enough redundant power poles that I don't end up with losses and power outages, because that's happened a couple of times where they've taken out a power pole and something hasn't had power, just for a momentary blip, but I'd prefer it if, well, things stay powered. Can I go with about that angle? And then we'll just tag that in there for the moment. We're gonna need another squad of lasers, please. And fuel? I'm just burning anything. I prefer not to do that, funnily enough. Can we grab my burnable box? Yep, all 4 of those. And can I put that at that end so that gets rid of it? Another 40 lasers, and back to the front line. I hear a lot less guns, and that's what I'm really looking for. And the question is now going to be, how much power are we using when the lasers are firing? All right, here's an attack. 100. 130. Yeah, I'd say that's a considerable improvement. And that should mean that this no longer consumes any copper. Which technically means, at this point, I'm probably farming the fog for free. Which is definitely a spot I wanted to get to. I like the idea of free fog farms. Okay, can I put you... You guys are going to be a little bit more difficult because you're on an angle. And obviously I don't have a belt that I can attach you to get a nice 45-degree-ish angle. Can I go... So there, and then as far that way as possible. There, and there, and there, and there. There-ish. Ish. Okay, remove you, remove you, remove you. Remove you, and you. And... Can't go any closer? Okay. 1, 2, let me drag this way, and this way, and you can all go away then. Oh. Hi. I'm not ready again. Okay, can we put a power connection? Ooh. Okay, here, and here, and then there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay. And remove that belt again. And I got 16 left, so that's 7. Foundation required. Okay, fine. I'll put you in some foundation. Okay, 7, 2, and more foundation required. As I'm running a wind turbine, I'm pretty sure this is about as far this way as they come. Yeah, they generally hit this corner and they don't go any further. We will need to have more foundation out the front. And can I grab you? And we'll start you here and just drag you forward to about here somewhere. We'll run that way and then into that belt. And throw a tiny bit more foundation with one more bab on the end. Throw in our power poles, wherever the hell they go. There. Yeah, okay. So, that's that side well and truly done. The only thing I really need to do is hopefully have a lot of tier 2 belts. 158. Can I do... How much do we get upgraded? Okay, to here somewhere. Alright, we definitely need more tier 2 belt. Also, I need to... Hey! Have some stuff in my inventory. I don't want that, 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 that. I don't want that. I don't need that pinned, and that'll do us. And to do the upgrade, I'll need green motors. And then we can go in here and say, yeah, 300. Yeah, I could go to Mark 3 belt. We have access to Mark 3 belt now. How many we have in here? 23. Cool. With my 23, can we go over here? And this side they really only hit to about here. This side is technically actually much weaker. Because they don't care. They don't come in too low here. So 23 lasers should be heat, honestly. We'll just have to disconnect that, pull that out, and then try and work out how to do this corner again. So we want to go, that's as close, and then slide back as far as possible too. That's as close, slide back, yeah, okay. That's a really bad angle. Can we go with like there and there then? I can remove you, and you, and there and there. Can we remove that section. How many of these do I have on me? 17. I love even numbers. That's 8. That's foundation required. Can I put one? I can put one there, okay. And then 1, 2, and 1. Done. Okay, I'm out. So it means this belt can come this way, clip that corner and join in there. We can throw power here and here, and then there. That one, and that one. I can grab this bab and we just drag the bab from there to lack of item. Really? Okay, well, collides. That's just mean. So you'll fit there. Oh, it's sliding. It's sliding out one tile. A good old round, square grid, round planet. Okay. There, and okay, I'll take that one then. All right, that I think is us defended with a whole bunch of lasers. Now we do have 400 megawatts worth of power, and of course this power plant can kick in action if needs be. One thing I think would be a good investment would be a bunch of accumulators. Also would be a bunch more green belt and a bunch of crap out of my inventory. That. And what else I see? That. Yeah, I'll do it. And where are we belt-wise? We're up to here. How far did that get us? I have no idea. Fly over here. That's Mark 2. That's Mark 2. That's Mark 2. That's Mark 2. Okay, hang on. To take it the whole thing. Upgrades. If I hold my mouse here. Yeah, see right about here over this gun? I see it line up over there. So, that is the whole belt. The whole belt has been upgraded. I even have a little bit of spare, which means, yes, we're now on solid lasers. It does mean, like I said, I want some accumulators, which is these things. These things are going to be a little bit more difficult. Just, you know, they're a little bit more expensive. Nobody likes making the blue motors. But the good news is, well, that's a drop, that's a drop, and that's a drop. And they're not doing anything currently. So what I'm going to do, well, what we're going to do, is we're going to throw down an assembler without any inserters. And we're going to go with box, and box. Can I get lightning in a bottle? Oh, look, that's convenient. 3. Yeah, I want 3 of them. I'm going to change your recipe to be blue motors, which needs magnets, plus it needs green motors, plus it needs energetic graphite, and which was green motors? That's green motors. Can I copy that one to there instead and change it to magnets? Change your magnets, okay. And then we're going to throw 1, 2, 3, and inserter 1, inserter 2, inserter 3, and inserter 4. And then we're going to go with request, and request. None of these have bots. They're all relying on these networks bots to fly stuff over here. But green motors. Green motors are going to be a thing I need a fair bit of. If we actually look at engines go into, well, rockets, but we have 100 of those. They go into water pumps. They technically also go into implosion cannons, and they go into the Mark II sorter. But the main thing they go into is electromagnetic turbines. So the electromagnetic turbine is way more critically important to us because it goes into a whole bunch of things. So what I actually think we're going to do whilst we're here is to set up another tiny itty bitty production line. Can I get you? And a green motor requires, well, just 2 ingredients. So we should be able to put you there and put put a box here and a box. That works for me. We're going to change you to do green motors. We're going to throw motors in there and magnetic coils in there, and then wish I had another couple of... I don't really want to craft CPUs, honestly. Yeah, it's 100 and something in the box now. Where were we? We were doing those. Cool. And I'm going to put that there. Change you to be... Oh no, that one. Yep. There. Set you to request. And set you to request as well. And kill that. And say guest filter. And you're going to make green motors. We'll shove green motors in this box up to 100, no more. And then you're going to make blue motors, hopefully. Helps if I maybe change that. Yeah. And I probably want a few hundred of those. Okay. Other thing we need to talk about is research. If the yellow belt is stopped, that means all these labs are full, which means I have another, well, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200 yellow research, which means I have choices, okay? We have a couple of choices. We could use this and a whole bunch of accumulators, which I still need to craft, and we should probably automate those as well, would let us transport power from this planet to a different planet. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. I do like this idea. It's a popular idea to moving power around. By the same token, our planetary choices for targets we're going to be landing at are you, which is a little bit dusty and also fairly well populated, and you, who is a lava planet, which means you have access to geothermal and a whole lot less populated. So I'm not too worried about power. Power's really not a big concern for me. What is a big concern is like there's lots of research in here we could get, lots of things we could get. We could get some weapon upgrades, not a bad idea. This is yellow research as well. Yep, yellow research, yellow. So I can't get any of those, but what I can get is 300 packs. I can get the next upgrade. It's going to let me do a little bit more damage, a little bit more range, more hit points, and also my total amount of power I can store doubled. So that's going to be our first research. Normally, people go for this, but as I'm in a sort of a slightly different combat-y zone, I'm thinking, you know, our little Bumblebee having a few more hit points and living a little bit longer is probably not a half bad idea. All right, the other thing I want to automate in our little area was accumulators. Accumulators, this one, it's 3 ingredients. One of them is those stupid blue motors, which is going to be a problem. Can I get you just hooked straight to this? Probably. Actually, no, that's perfectly fine like that. Can I put a box here? Okay, I can't put a box there. Okay, can I remove that box? Put a box here and a box here. I need you to go that way. We're going to have you do this. And then I need you to be iron and you to be crystal silicon, which is going to cut into our silicon supplies. So something I'm going to be concerned. Something I'm going to be mindful of. And then into here and like, boom. Can somebody build a box? There. And that's that research done as well. There and there. And build and build. And we're going to set you to request. And we'll set you to request. Okay, we're going to definitely cap you to 1 slot. 1 slot's 50 accumulators. 50 accumulators is an awful lot. And that should tie us over at least for a while. Because they now store... They've got a buff. They store 540 megajoules, which is a significant amount of power. And like I said, even with the lathes we have running, I don't actually think it's a problem. But I am curious now. See, it's halved our copper usage. Our copper is now only getting used in this, which has filled these 2 boxes. Also in... this to make science. But technically science is also off. So right at the moment, we are resource free. We're positive. We're just farming the fog for everything they're worth. It's going to give us titanium. It's going to give us titanium crystals. In fact, last episode, I actually forgot to hook in the diamonds. We hadn't run out of diamonds in the filter system yet, so it hadn't actually affected us. So our limitation currently is the amount of titanium and titanium crystals we have. But I do need to have 2 of those. And titanium alloy is level 12, and we are not at level 12 yet. So what we need to do is I need to craft 40 titanium. Yep, done. Twice. Yeah, twice. Then I need you guys, which is going to be copper. Funnily enough, also you. How many do I need? I need 2. So that means 100 makes 1, 200 makes 2. Green motors, 200. And then I need a butt ton of copper, which is fine, because we'll just take it from these smelters. And I should be able to go buildings. 2 of those. Cool. You need titanium alloy, which means in the next episode, it has to be the next episode, I need to set up acid. It's the only way we're going to get titanium alloy for now is to make it ourselves. Hence why we've reserved an awful lot of titanium here, and actually all the titanium is going to go back in here until this box is full, because I need to have 40, 80, plus I need to have ships. I need to have another, 100 for the ships themselves, and also another, you need 2, so another 100 for their thrusters. So I need 200 titanium alloy for the ships, plus another 80 for the 2 interstellar logistics stations. Unfortunately, because our fog is not leveled up to titanium alloy status, which is level 12. Yep. If only I set the death world harder. Yeah. In the meantime, we could always push our wall forward. But I'll leave that for the next episode. Anyway, either way, I'm going to leave this episide here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And myself and Bumblebee will see you in the very next episode. Bye.